So, Muv Luv Alternative, Total Eclipse, episode 13. Pretty much this episode, we got to see Yuya go man mode throughout most of the shit. Like, we finally got to see him do crap since before I've seen him be pansy-ish and then, like, eventually use the rainbow gun and that was about it. So I was like, okay, well, what the fuck's this guy gonna do? But yeah, so pretty much in the beginning of the episode, all we got to see was, I guess, some former pilot or something when Yui was younger. I guess her leader or whatever, she sacrificed herself for the team. And at first I thought like, oh, she seems a little ballsy, but when she died, she kind of like freaked out, I think. Like, I don't really know because they just show like a blip and then the blip's not there. But anyway, after that we're back to Yuya and Yui and they're hanging out and I guess there's like a passenger seat, so Yui could use that. They're like still with that plan, like destroy the gun, but Yuya destroys the body of the gun and decides to take the core. And he's like, oh, that'll save us. But that's what the beta are after. And they pretty much like attack him and destroy his arm and then take the core. And I'm assuming they're attracted to the core because it's probably like G element or something. Because I know that the beta like that stuff or use it or send it to like their main planet or some shit. But whatever. So then, I guess they keep going. Yuya's like, and then that's the other thing that I thought I learned. I guess they need the suits, or I don't know what the suit really does completely, but I guess it protects your body physically or some shit, because Yui, she went unconscious, and I don't know how this damage scanner thing is doing, like, I guess her head or shoulder, whatever, her body has taken 4 damage, but her breast has taken 5. I don't know why they had to specify that, but I guess I'm assuming the suit protects your body from G-forces or like some sort of bumps or keeps you stabilized or whatever. Assuming that these robots move really fast or move your body like way too much. But yeah, so he goes around with the gun shooting stuff. They're trying to escape. Then a fortress class shows up and whips his ass just out of the air. So he crashes, takes, I guess, heavy damage or whatever. And then he's saved by the blonde girl, the Polish or Dutch girl, or I'm not sure where she's from. But anyway, she comes and then they have a little like, oh, because of course previously Yui got to be full on tsundere and like be all like, oh, like how did you know that I said your name Yuya or some shit? And I guess he had his microphone on or an outside mic. I don't know why or how, but I guess that caught when she said Yuya or some shit. So he's like call me by my first name and I'll call you Yui or some shit. And she freaks out and like, or the artist decided to draw squiggly lines for her mouth, but whatever. Reminds me of like the Charlie Brown faces and shit. But anyway, so yeah, so he tells her going to the blonde girl's ship, because the blonde girl like kills the fortress class or whatever, and it was weird because I expected the fortress class would have taken a lot more hits or it would have been like a tough fight, but he took like 3 hits, like assuming they're heavy shells or heavy weapons, but whatever, still, at least I guess they can kill them, whatever. So then they go away. They're gonna do liftoff on like the airway or taxiway or whatever, and they're like, oh shit, destroyer classes. They're gonna like slow us down. They're gonna like fuck our shit up. And Yuya finally shows a bit more. He shows that he's pro or some shit because he's shooting the feet or the legs of the destroyers. So I'm assuming so that they can like fall and clutter the way, so it makes it harder for them to get attacked or whatever. And then it turns out, like, I guess his engine couldn't work, so he's probably not going to lift off. So the girls lift off, Yui freaks out, but they're like, oh, well, whatever, like, there's nothing you can do there. And then Yuya just goes on man mode. I don't know why he decided to, like, stay and continue fighting or some shit, but, yeah, he just challenges people, goes, alright, enough with this gun, time to use my like dagger thing or whatever, and starts stabbing shit. And he even gets to the point where he freaking like got tackled by a destroyer, which I assumed he was just gonna like break in half and explode like 8-minute Chan or whatever, but no, I guess he stabbed it in like low enough to get it in the face or the mouth or some shit. and he killed it. And then his sensors tell him, like, you're taking a bunch of substantial damage, like, your engine might blow up, you might want to eject, bro. And he's like, nah, Type 94, we're doing this shit. And then his TSF's like, oh, we doing it? And Yui's like, hell yeah. And then they just attack. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. So, oh, and on side stuff, I guess the Russians intend to destroy everything. So, like, the Russian commander guy's like, oh, hey, yeah, we're having a good time. Load up the bombers and send the bomber fleet and tell them to blow up the land. Just destroy it all. And he's like, what about the people there? What about the gun? What about Tsar Battalion? No, 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 no. Just destroy everything. And it's like, really, bro? Like, whatever. But that's how it is. And they send their jets or bombers or whatever. And people complain, like, why do their bombers have propellers? And it's a little, like, at first I want to be like, why? Like, couldn't they send, like, a jet bomber and it just destroys shit? But then I came to the conclusion that maybe they're a little, like, pressed on technology. Maybe, like, working on TSFs costs too much, so you can't be spending on, like, oh, let's have TSFs and jet bombers. No, no, no. Let's just put all the jet equipment on the TSFs, and the bombers can just have propellers and shit. But other than that, I'm really just wondering what the hell's going to happen in the next episode. Just if Yui is going to die, and then the rest of the series is going to be like Yui, like me, trying to, like, fix her problems or issues. Or if freaking Tsar Battalion is going to show up, save Yuya, and then they're going to escape, and then maybe there's going to be some big Russian rebellion. Because I know, like, the main military chief guy, he knows shit's going down. And Yuya's little assistant guy, he's kind of, like, worried. And one thing about that guy, one thing that's been bugging me, and I'm just going to make this my last thing, this blonde kid reminds me a lot of the Aoki blonde kid from Kokoro Connect. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that hairstyle, or I don't know if some art designer, like, they're buddies or some shit. But yeah, whatever. So that's the end of the video. If you like the video, like it. Want more, subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching.